Hey, welcome back to Tomorrow Venture Investing. Stick around. We're going to go over cruise ships and CDC advisory levels that has recently changed. Are Carnival Cruise Lines a good deal, or Royal Caribbean, or Norwegian Caribbean? Are these going to sink or swim? Well, without further ado, let's get on with it. Alright, stepping in the news. Let's see here. CDC advises against cruise ship travel, raises COVID threat. So, yeah, here's the article right here about the cases rise. Travel restrictions related to COVID-19 are becoming tighter and tighter. Thousands of flights have been canceled. Also, the CDC just issued a warning for travelers in the wake of outbreaks of multiple cruise ships. But as you and I have been seeing, these articles constantly appearing up more and more recently. As we step into another article where CDC warns against cruising regardless of vaccination status. So there you go. That's pretty much says it all. So what does this mean? Does this mean that cruise ship stocks are going to tank now? Well, let's take a deeper dive and to find out. Also, if you would, now is a good time to like and subscribe this video if you're enjoying this content. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance. Alright, in order to take a deeper dive, we need to go over to the CDC website itself, and let's see what kind of information that they have to offer. So, alright, CDC has issued a level 3 travel health notice for cruise ship travelers, so we're going to find out what that is, what the level 3 rank is. Is that the max, or is there a higher one? Also, the following groups should avoid traveling on cruise ships. People that are not fully vaccinated, people with an increased risk of severe illness, and people who decide to go on cruise ships get tested 1 to 3 days prior to their trips. So there you go. What is this level 3 health notice? So the level 3 health notice is high, but it says over here level 4 very high. So very high. Key information: avoid cruise traveling regardless of vaccination status. All right, well that pretty much full on their point of view, isn't it? Fully vaccinated travelers may still be at risk on getting and spreading. All right. So what does all this mean? Colors for cruise ship criteria. We have orange, which is below the threshold. We have yellow that has met the threshold, and red that's been above the threshold. And these are Carnival Cruise Lines, the company, the ship name, and the status, of course, and the cruise line here. So we have the green are crew only. So we also have ships remains under observation or has started an investigation. So these are still up for grabs. We also have the Walt Disney Cruise Lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines, as well as the Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And those are the 3 biggest ones right there. So, getting an in-view look of the CDC and their views on this subject, we can also point out that in January 15, 2022, they have an extended framework order, sailing order, still in effect. And on January 15th, 2022, there will be a new order or a revised order. So there may be a stop selling order. And if that happens, the stocks will tank. Well, there's also one more piece of information I would like to go over, which is the data tracker, where the United States is high. And pretty scary sight here, so we could just go through there and look at all the states and everything. I mean, it's all. We even have a death tracker You can track deaths as well, and the reported deaths and everything else. So this is pretty scary stuff that's happening right now in our news and the CDC's guidelines, and this is painting us a better picture on how we're going to take these cruise line stocks in the future. Alright, enough with the scary stuff. Let's go over to the Carnival Cruise Line's main webpage, and let's take a gander and see what they're saying. And I don't see any information up here whatsoever talking about this or anything. We can also go over and look at the cruises that are available, and you can book now. So they're still booking, and if you'd like to book a cruise, we could go over there. I mean, vaccinated, you're all set according to them. Yeah, $189 a person starting from, right? Yep, sounds pretty good. Got all your places that you can go to, sell from, where you can leave at, from going to the Caribbean. Of course, you can go to these other places as well, just the Caribbean is selected. And dates all the way to the first 4 months of January 2024 they're taking books up to, and 2 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 days plus. I mean, hey, they're still trying to sell their tickets, aren't they? All right, jumping over to the technical analysis. So let's see here. Carnival Cruise Lines. We had a gap down where the gap has filled already. And Norwegian chart is this one here, which also has a gap and was filled. And if you notice that these charts look alike. I mean, even Royal Caribbean, I can't really tell them much difference between the two. And these are on a day chart, so each one of these represents a day. Quite a bit of volume coming through these stocks right here. So they have a lot of volume. And the trend lines are on their way down. So they are in the oversold category of each one. Norwegian's already on the way down, and Carnival is trending as well down on the percent K stochastic. I also would like to point out an observation that I had noticed back in the ending of 2020 and into 2021, that Norwegian cruise lines traded much higher than the Carnival cruise lines, which traded the lowest out of the three, which is Royal Caribbean trading the highest. And right now we've got Norwegian and Carnival pretty much dead even. They're just some change apart from each other. So I like to point out, with all the information that we have gathered today, and what this video has concluded, is probably is a good time to be buying some put options. Is a good way to short a stock with the minimum risk. Due to the selling order is January 15th of this year, 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. Anyway, so that's when it'll be revised. And according to what I've seen on the CDC site, there probably might be a chance they're not going to permit selling for a little bit. They're going to put it on pause or taper it back some. As some of you may be considering this as an option play, let's go look at implied volatility, especially the historical implied volatility on their chart. So as we look at the historical IV, it is currently 53 right now, 0.9, so basically 54. And the 52-week average is 74. The high is 260 and the low 17. So we are not at the historical low, but we are in the ballpark of pretty low right now. So with the 52-week high at 260, that's really high. I mean, you were really getting some good prices if you were selling options during that time, and you were paying through the nose if you were buying them during that time. So a very low implied volatility rank is the lower the price of the options, as well as if you're selling at a low IV, you're getting a lower price for the options. but a higher IV can really jack up that price. Trading options with a low implied volatility is generally a good idea. Also, buying close or right in the money is also, or deep in the money, is even a better idea. As well as one of the most important thing, buy options greater than 45 days out, due to that the delta and the theta will drain the value of your option at an expedient rate after you get to those lengths. Once there's that many days left, it really starts draining it dry, the value of your options. So to keep the value of the options, you need to go further out, 45 days. Well, according to the YouTube algorithm, they suggest you should watch this video next. As always, I want to thank you for watching to the end, and be sure to like and subscribe. Since I'm a brand new channel, every subscriber counts. Thanks for watching Tomorrow Venture Investing.